Marhaba, welcome back to Moroccan Cooking Made Easy. So today I'm going to teach you how to cook lamb tagine with vegetables. So what do we need today? We need some lamb, 400 grams of chopped lamb. If you wish to use beef, that's okay too. And some courgettes. This is one courgette chopped, but lengthways, and some potatoes. About 500 grams of potatoes chopped, and some carrots. You'll need about 4 carrots, or if you're weighing it, 400 grams. And some coriander, chopped onion, 1 chopped onion. The amount of coriander is fresh, a small handful of coriander. And the spices you need are garlic powder. Well, if you don't have garlic powder, it's probably a good idea to use fresh garlic. 4 cloves of garlic, or garlic powder would be 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of parsley, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and enough salt to taste. And some good olive oil. So let's get started. What we're going to do, we're going to cover the meat with some salt. Okay, then we're going to make sure it's all covered. Just enough so it's all covered. And then we're going to pour on 1 teaspoon of olive oil. And then we're going to mix around the spices. So pour all the spices in, mix them round. Okay, you can do this with your hands. Massage it into the lamb, and then put the lamb in the fridge for 1 hour. If you want to leave it overnight, that's fine. This is just a good way to marinate the lamb. It will give it a better taste. But if you don't have time to marinate, don't worry, you could cook it straight away. Okay, so we're ready to cook. Today I'm using a pressure cooker. This will save time on cooking. If you have old lamb, so mutton, obviously you will need longer to cook. So it's a good idea to have a pressure cooker. I'm going to add in the onions. So fry the onions. Turn down the heat. Okay, now we're going to put in the lamb. So give that a stir around. So you're going to leave that just for 5 minutes and turn it over a few times. And then we're going to leave it to cook. So it's been frying for about 5 minutes and now it's browned. So now we're ready to add the water and leave it to cook. We'll leave it for 15 minutes and then we'll add the vegetables. So add just enough water to cover the meat. Don't add too much. And now we're going to cover it and leave it to cook on a low heat for 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been cooking 15 minutes. Now we're going to take off the lid. Be careful when you do this, as it can be very hot. Normally release it slowly. That's the way I take it off anyway. So this is how it looks. Looks delicious. Now it's time to put in the vegetables. So we'll throw them all in. And the coriander. So we're going to mix it around. Now you can see that you'll need to add a little bit more water, otherwise it will dry up. So, a little bit more. You don't want to add too much because it takes away the flavour, just so that the vegetables are slightly covered. Okay, do you see? The vegetables are covered. And now we're going to cover it again and leave it to cook for 15 minutes. And it should be ready. And don't forget to add a little bit more salt, so that the vegetables have a good taste. If you need any more salt, you can add more once it's cooked. Okay, so now it's ready. If you want to double check, after 20 to 25 minutes, stick the knife in the vegetables and the meat, and it should all be soft, so it's cooked. As I said, cook it for about 15 minutes, but if you find it's not cooked, then leave it for another 5 to 10. So now it's delicious and ready. Taste it, make sure it has enough salt, and then now we're going to serve. Okay, so now it's ready to serve with some nice crusty bread, homemade pita bread from the oven. So I'm just going to have a taste. This looks delicious. Just like real Moroccan food. If you like this recipe, don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching Moroccan Cooking Made Easy with Fiona. Bon appetit! Ma salama! And see you next time.